Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the people of Elgeyo Marakwet will be going on ballot to elect their new senator to replace the former senator Kipchumba who was appointed as CS for transport. This by-election will be happening tomorrow. But surprisingly, yesterday it was the final campaign day. Kipchumba as the former senator, was in the area to campaign for the UDA candidate, Mr. William Kisang. Of course, there were other leaders who were campaigning for the UDA candidate within Elgeyo Marakwet County, and it turns differently. Not what people expected, either from the electorate or Kipchumba Murkomen. The emerging issue is that the people of Elgeyo Marakwet are rejecting Kipchumba Murkomen as an individual and with his candidate, the preferred candidate. They are telling off Kipchumba Murkomen to keep away from Elgeyo Marakwet politics as of now, go back to office and concentrate on national issues. First of all, listen to him shortly, and then from there, I will reveal more reasons why Kipchumba was heckled in Elgeyo Marakwet.
Kutumikia Kenya. Kwa heshima ya huyo rais ametuheshimu. Mimi naomba kwa unyenyekevu tupigie kura chama cha UDA.
No! Hakuna! 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 Hakuna!
Naomba watu wanaenda nyumbani.
Hatupigi!
Kwa heshima.
Hakuna!
Now we're going to continue with this panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not to subscribe, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. Now, there are so many reasons why Kipchumba Murkomen was rejected and heckled in Elgeyo Marakwet. Remember, Kipchumba is part of the face of William Ruto's government. Some issues is to do with the current economy. Other issues is political. The storm in UDA party. So first of all, let us start with the obvious ones. The truth is that during the contest for the UDA ticket, there were about 21 aspirants who vied for that ticket. So they ended up choosing one because you cannot have two. And William Kisang is the person who won the ticket with 28,136, followed by Team Kipchumba, who got 26,766, and then the third person was Jerotich Sei, who got 8,540 votes. Then others. Another issue that you need to know about William Kisang is that Kisang is a former Marakwet West member of parliament. So he has been in active politics before, but he lost it. And after these other candidates lost that ticket, they lamented, they never agreed with the result, especially number 2 and number 3. Because of this, they opted out to use another party ticket. So Team Kipchumba decided to use the PPD ticket, that is Party of Peace and Development. That's the ticket he's vying on. And then Jerotich decided to go for Safina Party. These are the people who are giving headache to the UDA candidate. And you can see, I think UDA needed some wisdom, because you can see the difference between the first candidate and second candidate is very small margin. Very small margin. They almost got equal votes, because you cannot dismiss someone who got 28,136 votes and a person who got 26,700. Close to a difference of 1,000 plus votes there. You cannot ignore these two candidates. So, UDA decided to ignore and decided that they will focus on the person who has won the ticket, forgetting that the electorate might have a different idea from what the party has. So already that's the first reason why we are having this problem. And besides this, there are other people who are vying on an independent ticket. There are about 3 other candidates, though we will not put more focus on that. That's the first reason why Kipchumba is being rejected at his hometown. The people who feel that, number one, the UDA candidate seemingly is coming out as a Kipchumba project, but not a pro-people's project. So he's meeting rejection because seemingly he will be listening to the voice of Kipchumba and not the voice of the people on the ground. So people are saying, no, you are not our choice. That's the first problem. And I see a problem in this by-election. In case UDA will lose to any other candidate, then it will be a political statement, serious one, to William Samoei Ruto as the UDA party leader, the president, and a man who seemingly is a Rift Valley kingpin. Or we can say a Kalenjin kingpin, because Rift Valley is big. Now, that was political issues. Now let us come to the economic issues. The truth of the matter is that the people of Rift Valley and the Mount Kenya region expected to gain more in William Samoei Ruto's government, more than any other community or region in this country, just simply because they voted for William Ruto overwhelmingly. That's what they expected. But it is turning out to be different. The opposite is happening from what they expected. In fact, these two regions have become the first casualties in William Samoei Ruto's government. Remember, we are talking about the Mwea scheme farmers who suffered when Ruto removed the contract that Uhuru Kenyatta had placed for them to supply their rice to government institutions, and they were earning up to 600 million. They are no longer getting that. You come to Rift Valley. Now NCPB stores are closed up to now. There's no one who is buying their produce, and these are maize farmers. The other day we saw another young farmer literally crying, stressed, and even he was suggesting to ban his produce because of lack of market, and again government harassing them to sell their product quickly before they bring GMO product into this country. So you harass the farmers, they harvest their produce quickly, and then they end up even lacking a means to transport their product to the market, and again even having that market for them. They don't have. So they ended up being disgruntled from what they expected from William Ruto, because they expected a leader who is going to protect the farmer, being a farmer like them, a person who comes from their own area, and a man who branded his politics as a hustler, a man who understands the life of poor in this country. So he came in as a person who will take care of the interest of the poor. But seemingly, Ruto has shown us that he will take care of the interest of the rich, the big boys, the people he referred to as dynasty. Those are the people that he started taking care of, and he is yet to take care of the poor in this country. Because on first day, we saw him appointing Uhuru Kenyatta, a man the people of Mount Kenya said they are chasing to Ichaweri, And he followed by appointing Musalia Mudavadi as the third senior most person in this country, and then Wetangula. And then other people came in, Akina Kipchumba and the team. So the reality is that people are dying from hunger. In as much people of Rift Valley might have maize, that's not enough. They need other basic needs. They are very expensive in market. Even they cannot sell their maize to buy other items like maybe you need sugar, you need sabuni, you need cooking oil, name them all. There are so many. So they are actually feeling the heat. Because of this, these people can refuse or reject William Samoei Ruto and his candidate, even his party. They are literally rejecting Ruto. So rejection is starting from Rift Valley. I thought the rejection might come from maybe Azimio towards William Ruto leadership, but the emerging issue here is contrary to my thinking. It is now emerging clear that Ruto's people are the first people who will be the first one to chase William Samoei Ruto from Statehouse. It will not be Raila Amolo Odinga's stronghold, but it is emerging clear that it is going to be William Ruto's stronghold. His own people are the ones that will lead the march to chase William Ruto from Statehouse. And this is a clear notice, a message they are sending to William Ruto. If he has ears, if he can see, then he needs to make a decision going forward. Otherwise, rejection is coming from Rift Valley, not Western, not Nyanza region, but we have seen now it is Rift Valley where Ruto expect total support. That's now the emerging issue. So going forward, we will wait and see how these things will continue to go on. So possibility of a UDA candidate losing in this race is there. There is a serious candidate here. Team Kipchumba might just snatch this victory from UDA candidate. And the Kipchumba Murkomen might end up with a rotten egg in his face. Remember what the National Assembly Speaker Wetangula went through in Bungoma. UDA had their candidate there. And actually sometimes maybe it is God who pays these people again. UDA had their candidate. So it forced Wetangula to go on ground to campaign for his candidate. And they had a resounding victory in Bungoma. He won actually. UDA lost. Mwamuma Bunga lost in that by-election. But now, so Wetangula came out as a winner. It was not even his candidate. It wasn't the former teacher, anaitwa nani? Wafula Wakoli. The person who was celebrated, it was Wetangula. So it was a victory for Wetangula. So a lose in Elgeyo Marakwet will be a lose to Kipchumba and a lose to William Ruto. And if it will be a win, it will be a win for Kipchumba and Ruto. So they either lose. If they lose, then they have a long way to go, and no one will have respect for Kipchumba Murkomen, because I know Kipchumba is planning to go for the governor maybe in 10 years' time from now. If this candidate will lose as of now, then he has a serious problem to go and sort and maybe reconnect with the people on the ground.